Imagine stepping outside tonight. The air is calm. The stars sparkle above your head. Everything feels perfectly normal. Almost without thinking, you look up at the sky, expecting to see the moon. But instead, there's nothing. No bright crescent. No glowing full moon. No eclipse. No explosion. No warning. The moon has simply disappeared. At first, many people wouldn't even notice. If you live in a brightly lit city, the moon often hides behind skyscrapers and streetlights. But astronomers would notice immediately. Within minutes, observatories around the world would confirm the impossible. The moon, the object that has orbited Earth for more than 4.5 billion years, would no longer exist. News stations would interrupt their broadcasts. Scientists would rush to understand what happened. Social media would explode with theories. Some would think it was a government experiment. Others would believe aliens had taken it. Some would even fear that the end of the world had begun. But the truth would be even more incredible. Because the moon is much more than a beautiful object in the night sky. It silently controls some of the most important systems on our planet. Every single day, its gravity pulls on Earth's oceans. It helps stabilize our planet as it spins through space. It has guided explorers across oceans, inspired myths and legends, influenced calendars used by ancient civilizations, and even affected the behavior of countless animals. Without realizing it, humanity has always lived under the influence of the moon. So what would actually happen if it disappeared tomorrow? Would Earth immediately fall into chaos? Would we lose gravity? Would the oceans flood the continents? Surprisingly, not everything would happen at once. Some effects would begin within hours. Others would take months. And some wouldn't become obvious until thousands, or even millions, of years later. The first change would happen the very next night. Without the moon, the sky would become dramatically darker. A full moon reflects enough sunlight to illuminate mountains, forests, deserts, and coastlines. Without that light, rural areas would feel almost completely black. For many people, it would be the darkest night they had ever experienced. Ironically, the stars would become more spectacular than ever. Without moonlight washing out the sky, the Milky Way would stretch across the heavens in breathtaking detail. Millions of people would step outside just to witness the incredible view. For one brief moment, the disappearance of the moon would make the universe look even more beautiful. But beneath that beauty, a silent countdown would begin. Because while people admired the stars, the oceans were already starting to respond. The moon's gravity is responsible for most of Earth's tides. Twice every day, billions of tons of seawater move because of its invisible pull. Remove the moon, and one of Earth's oldest natural rhythms begins to change. The tides wouldn't disappear completely. The sun also creates tides, but they would become much weaker. Coastal ecosystems that depend on the regular rise and fall of the sea would begin to change. Many marine animals have evolved around the moon's cycle. Sea turtles time their nesting using moonlight. Certain corals spawn according to the lunar calendar. Many fish, crabs, and other sea creatures rely on the tides to feed and reproduce. Without the moon, nature itself would begin to lose one of its oldest clocks. And that would only be the beginning. Because the greatest danger isn't what happens during the first night or the first week. It's what happens to Earth over the years that follow. Without the moon acting as our planet's silent guardian, Earth could slowly become a far more unpredictable world. And that's where our story becomes truly extraordinary.